One to go. Puerto Faricos coming through on the inside. He's locked away, and they're ready for the Sussex Stakes. Under orders, and they're away. Centre Stalls and Pachin began at the rear of the field. First to begin in the centre is Starborough, who goes on here from on the outside. Lender Hand is crossed over quite easily from Among Men, who settles third. They're followed in fourth position then by Puerto Faricos, who gets up into a handy spot in the early stages. Further back in the field, then out a little bit wider, Tarascon, and they're followed then by Pachin. Right there in the centre is Victory Note from Almushtarak, and Centre Stalls is last of all. They've gone the best part of 2.5 furlongs in the Sussex, and Starborough shows the way for Godolphin. A length to the favourite Lender Hand, 2 lengths to Among Men in the box seat on the inside of Puerto Faricos as they run down past the 5. Tarascon trapped a little wide from Machir, and in there in the centre is Victory Note from Almushtarak. Then further back Pachin, and 2 lengths last of all is Centre Stalls, racing towards the entrance to the home straight in the Sussex, and Starborough on the far rail is the leader. Lender Hand moving up now with Puerto Faricos on the near side. Among Men going okay in behind them from Tarascon as they pass the 3. Victory Note nowhere to go from Almushtarak. Machir, they're followed by Pachin and Centre Stalls. Race on in earnest, and the favourite takes it up. Lender Hand goes to the front now from Starborough. Here's Among Men, Satellite on the outside. They're drawn 2 lengths to Almushtarak. Puerto Faricos has dropped away from Tarascon. Coming up with a furlong and a half to go. Lender Hand on the far side, tackled now by Among Men on the near side. Among Men has now raced into the lead. Lender Hand hasn't found a great deal. Almushtarak is running on for a place from Starborough, but with 100 yards left to go, it's Among Men who's going to land the Sussex Stakes to Mick Cannan. It's Among Men who wins it from Almushtarak. Third Lender Hand, fourth Starborough. Fifth is Centre Stalls from Pachin, then Tarascon, Machir, Puerto Faricos second last, and Victory Note last to finish. The winner is number 2, Among Men, carrying the colours of Michael Tabor, and he races that in company with, in partnership with Mrs. Sue Magnia, trained by Sir Michael Stout at Newmarket, ridden by Mick Cannan. Second, number 1, Almushtarak, owned by Hamed El Mutawa, trained by Kamal Mahdi and ridden by Ray Cochran. Third, number 8, Lender Hand, owned by Maktoum El Maktoum, trained by Mark Johnson, ridden by Darrell Holland. Fourth is number 6, Starborough, Frankie Dettori. But the winner is Among Men, fourth in this race last year. This time has gone 3 places better and won it in quite glorious fashion.
And an absolute tribute to the skill of Sir Michael Stout with these older horses, because Among Men had been terribly disappointing on his first run in the Lockinge, but he'd had a setback in training. He then finished second in the Queen Anne to Intercarb at Royal Ascot, and he took him to win a very easy confidence-boosting race at Yarmouth. Before coming here, the horse is now sweet again. He's got plenty of talent, and here proving that at 4 years old, he's better than ever. Lender Hand's run a great race, but just hasn't managed to pick up again like he did in the Guineas. And running on from the back to take second is Almushtarak, suited by the soft ground conditions today. But a fair pace set by Starborough early on, and a very fair result.
That's a very fair result, and what a race that Yarmouth, to give that horse so much confidence, because this is the best race that he's ever run in his life. In the last time, possibly when he was second in the Queen Anne, he came up across a very, very good horse in Tikab. And he possibly would be the best miler about. But this horse, he's improving, and maybe we'll give him a bit more to do. The second horse loves soft ground, likes to be covered up right to the last minute. Ray Cochran did his job well. He just wasn't good enough on the day. And Lender Hand, he had every chance, although possibly Starborough took the bite out of him by making him go, and a bit too soon, because he didn't get his own way in the race.
I don't think there are any too bad hard luck stories, but Victory Notes dropped out very tamely. That'll be the ground, and they did warn us of that. And Tarascon, I thought, was going to run a big race. She looked full of running.
She didn't pick up on the ground. Obviously, she's a filly who likes top of the ground. She was always going well, but when Jamie grabbed over and said go, nothing happened. And the only horse that really picked up was the second horse. He came from quite a long way back, but wasn't quite good enough, and that's the way that he has to be ridden.
There was clever money on this winner, though. Michael Tabor is a big punter himself, and there'll be plenty of his friends and contacts that will have backed this horse. They knew he'd improved. They were backing him from last night and this morning, and I have to say, there are plenty of people that would have said, is he good enough? Well, he's proved today that he definitely is good enough. Fourth last year, but he wins this year.